Good morning, students. In our this video, we are starting the topic from the solid state, and the name of the topic is crystalline solid and the amorphous solid. This is the actually first starting topic which I am having with this unit. Basically, what kind of difference we have between the crystalline and amorphous solids we have to understand. So for this we have a comparative table there, in which we are starting with the part, it is property. Here we have crystalline solid, here we have amorphous solid. So the property in this, the first is related to the shape. In this condition, the crystalline solids have different definite characteristic geometrical shape. The content which I have there, that they have crystalline solids have definite characteristic geometrical shape, but amorphous solids have irregular shape. This is the first property which we have there. Now in this, the second is a melting point. Second is melting point. So crystalline solids have sharp melting point. It means they will get melt at the certain value of the temperature there. But in case of amorphous solid, they have range of temperature there. They have range of temperature in melting point. They have range of temperature in melting point there. In third point which I have, third property is cleavage property. It is cleavage property. Cleavage property means when we cut the crystals with the sharp edged tools, when we cut the crystals with the sharp edged tools, then we will get the surfaces are plain and smooth. We will get plain we will get the plain and smooth surfaces, plain and smooth surfaces when cut by sharp edged tools. But in case of the amorphous solids, we will get irregular shape of the crystals when we cut them. Another property is heat of fusion. Fourth property is related to heat of fusion. In this heat of fusion, they have definite and characteristic value of heat of fusion. They have definite they have definite and characteristic value of heat of fusion, but in case of the amorphous, they do not have definite heat of fusion. They do not have definite heat of fusion. They do not have definite heat of fusion. So these are the general points involved there in the structure of the crystalline or amorphous solids which we have. Now it is a very important point. The fifth point which I have is next property, that anisotropic character. What is this anisotropic character is, we have to understand this point in the very detail. So when we have the next topic there, it is anisotropy. So crystalline solids, they are anisotropic in nature. But in case of the amorphous solids, they are isotropic in nature. Now we will understand the detail of this, that what is the meaning of this anisotropic character and what is the meaning of this isotropic character. For this, we will draw a diagram there in this, and the diagram is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This kind of particle arrangement we have there. This kind of particle arrangement we have there. Okay. Between these particles, another type of particles are arranged. This particle here, this particle, this, so these particles are arranged there. When we say that here is condition of anisotropy is present, when we cut this crystal in this manner, what we see that when we have this AB section there, then same type of particles are arranged there. These small particles are arranged in the row, these big particles are arranged in the row. So in this cutting we have similar type of particles are arranged there. But in another condition, if I have this section cutting there in the manner of CD, then now we have different arrangement of the particle there. So what is the condition there in case of the crystalline solids? When we study the different parts of the crystal, we will get the different properties. When we study the different parts of the crystal, crystal, we will get the different properties. This is the meaning of the anisotropy, and this anisotropy is present in crystalline solids, but in amorphous solids, properties of all parts of the crystal are same. Properties of all parts of crystal are same. That is the known as isotropic property. So these are some points in which we have the difference between the crystalline solid and the amorphous solids in this video. Thank you. We will meet again in the next video.